everybody, it's me once again, Monday, June the 8th. Welcome to SFF180. Welcome to Mailbag Monday on this very, very hot June day here in Texas. As many of you know, I have just gotten back from Chicago, Nebula Awards weekend. It was very exciting, my very first Nebulas. I shot a ton of footage, enjoyed myself tremendously, so I suspect later on tonight I will be trying somehow to edit the first of this massive footage that I shot into a thing resembling a vlog. So wish me luck on that. Before I left town, I meant to get the Seven Eves review posted, but I didn't manage to do that, so that will also go up the first thing Tuesday morning. I'll have that up for you tomorrow. Otherwise, this is what I came home to in terms of packages. Don't be fooled, it's not that huge an amount of stuff. One of them is a very, very large box that is probably out of frame from Hachette, which will have a few items in it. But otherwise, let us not waste time. Oh, before I forget, June is still young. Do not forget to vote in the BookTube SFF Awards. I'm gonna link you to that announcement video there. Go and sign up on the Goodreads group and check out the Tumblr page also. Vote on the Google form. Gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of interesting nominations already. I haven't seen any of them yet, and I'd kind of rather not. I know that Nicole and Elizabeth, respectively from Nicole's SFF and Books and Pieces, who are masterminding this whole thing, know what the nominations are looking like so far and how they're shaping up. I'd rather kind of be kept in the dark about it. It's more fun that way. But go and do that, all right? Participate. BookTube SFF. It's a chance to make your voice heard. Okay, there we go. Announcements out of the way. Let's check the mail, shall we? I'm not kidding. It is crazy hot today. This first one is from Random Penguin. Looks like it's going to be another Penguin-heavy week. And this first one is Resistance by John Birmingham. This is going to be the second book in the Dave vs. the Monsters trilogy. First one I already got. You'll probably remember that was called Emergence. This is supposed to be a lighthearted, I guess, monster fighting romp by John Birmingham. They're releasing all of these back-to-back, so the next one is Ascendance, and that will be out, I guess, end of June, beginning of July, something like that. But it's apparently he's in Las Vegas now. WTF Monsters, says the back. Do you think Dave can't spot a trap before he falls into it? Well, no, see, there you go. Messing with a guy named Dave is always a stupid idea, especially if you're a monster. But anyway, this is Dave vs. the Monsters, Resistance, and I'm guessing it's already out in paperback from Del Rey. And more Random Penguin. Here we go. Well, this looks interesting and a little on the gloomy side. It's called Tin Men. The author is Christy Golden. That's a name I know. He is best known, I think, for dark fantasy and what have you. Let's see, but this one, apparently, this is on sale June 23rd from Ballantine Books. It is a high-octane near-future thriller, they say, freighted with today's most pressing political issues. A rocket ride of a read, it says, packed with rocket ride of a read. Give this publicist a raise. Packed with high action, cutting-edge technology, and global politics, Tin Men begins where the end of the world as we know it. Oh, begins with the end of the world as we know it. Okay, dock my pay because I'm really sucking at reading this right now. In the near future, the U.S. has deployed the Remote Infantry Corps. Thousands of robots remote piloted by soldiers whose bodies lie hidden in underground bases. Okay, but the worst occurs when anarchists set off a global pulse that shorts out electrical connections. In Damascus, Private Danny Kelso, Corporal Kate Wade, and their platoon realize they are trapped inside the Tin Men, something the government never warned them could happen. In Athens, the G20 summit comes under fire, and a band of security soldiers and advisors risk everything in an effort to shepherd the president to safety as chaos descends, and with anarchist bot killers on their trail, the Tin Men must survive a gauntlet of violence on the road from Damascus to the heart of Europe, half of them determined to stay true to their mission and save their president, half of them hell-bent to save themselves. Well, there we go. Sounds a little bit like, you know, like it's a kind of based on yet another military SF based on the old ancient classic from Xenophon, The March Up Country, where you have the soldiers and suddenly, oops, we're stranded and without leadership in hostile territory and we have to get out of here. But anyway, this is in hardcover from Ballantine on sale June 23rd, Christy Golden's Tin Men. And we're just going to keep on randomly penguining. Okay, Star Wars crew, the lead up to the movie continues hot and heavy with Dark Disciple. This is Christy Golden, probably, you know, no relation to Christopher. But in any event, she has written several Star Wars adaptations herself, and this one is out on July the 7th. This looks like it's a week that's really big for tie-ins. This is a new book by Jim C. Hines, but it is a Fable novel. When did Fable become a big thing again? All right, but this one is Fable Blood of Heroes, on sale August 4th. Blood of Heroes, an original tie-in to latest games title in the series Fable Legends, releasing later this year. That answers that mystery. The novel delves into a never-before-glimpsed era following a band of adventurers who come together to defend a kingdom in desperate need. Alrighty then, Fable fans, you have a Jim C. Hines book as a companion to your gaming experience. August the 4th from Del Rey. And, here's the Hachette book group. And it's in one of these vacuum sealy things, but I am not going to let this defeat me. I Am a Happy Thomas. Kim Stanley Robinson's new novel, Aurora. And one of my picks on my 15 and 15 list I made at the beginning of the year. 15 most anticipated SFF novels. This was one of mine. Our voyage from Earth began generations ago. Now we approach our new home, Aurora. Let's find out a little more about this, shall we? Okay, well, they did that orbit thing and not putting a cell sheet in here, so I'll just have to read... It just says, Aurora tells the incredible story of our first voyage beyond the solar system to find a new home. Brilliantly imagined and beautifully told, it is the work of a writer at the height of his powers. Okay, well, then that's awesome. Lacking a cell sheet, I can't give you a precise street date, but the publication date says July. So probably out at the end of this month or the beginning of July. But here you are, Kim Stanley Robinson's Aurora. I can't wait. And finally, we are down to the big box. So it says Hachette. It's probably going to be a bunch of Orbit stuff. And some of these, I'm guessing, could be some recent titles, maybe a bunch of books that are already out, because I know of a bunch of Orbit titles that are already out that I haven't gotten yet, so they may be playing catch-up with me here. Let's look. And sure enough, that's exactly what this is. It's 4 titles. First of these is Dance of Chaos by David Dalgleish. This is the 6th in the Shadow Dancer series, epic fantasy series. Anybody been reading these? What do you think of them? And next we have Clash of Iron, another epic fantasy. This is by Angus Watson. It's the 2nd book in the Iron Age series, and it is the sequel to Age of Iron. Warriors Dug and Loa escaped, no spoilers here for book 1, but war is coming, who will pay its price? So that kind of thud and blunder epic fantasy. Radiant State is next by Peter Higgins. This is the final novel in the Wolfhound Century trilogy, which I believe is an alternate history trilogy featuring, I think, wolves, probably. Russian Cosmism and Slavic Mythology, filtered through steampunk and John le Carré. Sounds good to me. And last but by no means least, Nemesis Games, 5th Expanse book. All right, for those of you who've been bitching at me and giving me a hard time all these months, and even years before the channel, some of you were doing this, about going ahead and getting these damned Expanse books reviewed and up on my website and up on the channel, it's underway, I promise you. I'm starting on them, and now I'm just going to go bam, 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 books 1 through 5 in a row, okay? I promise you'll be satisfied. I want to get into these and get them done and get current, and I'm going to. Because I want to be current when the TV show premieres at the end of the year. But that is it this week. It's a pretty good haul. Also, there was a really impressive freebie table at the Nebula conference, and they also give you a goodie bag when you got in, full of really cool books too. So I came home with some swag from that, and you'll get a chance to see some of those amazing books in the vlog that I'm going to do about my Nebula trip. Kinda makes me feel a little bit bittersweet though, because some of these are books that I have been, begging and begging some publicists for and getting no responses, and then suddenly here's a big stack of them on the table. That's kind of the weird life you live when you're reviewing, but hey, just how it is. Thank you so much for joining me. You know the drill. Light up the comments. Let me know which of these books looks most exciting and interesting to you that I should prioritize in the review queue. Yes, 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 I know. Nemesis Games. Aurora, though, it's a tough choice. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed watching. Keep an eye out in the morning for my Seven Eves review. I also have Nnedi Okorafor's new book that ought to be up. And of course, the vlog's going to be a busy content creation week for me to make up for last week when I went out of town. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. And until I see you next time, happy reading.